my crafty friends, it's Andrea from Prairie Sky Paper Crafts, your independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Manitoba. Today we are going to create a bit of a different tag. I've already punched out a deer. We're using Trimming the Tree. I've got a piece of the painted designer series paper. I'll link the proper name down below. We've got some real red ribbon, some rhinestone bling, and there's a new bundle that is coming out actually in the January catalog, but it is available for pre-release now. So this is from that set, which will also be linked down below. And I've got some Very Vanilla today. I haven't used that and it feels like forever. So sometimes, you know, you need a tag that's not quite... You don't need a teeny tiny one, but you don't really need a full-size card either. This tag will fit the bill. So all I did was cut a 6x6 piece of Very Vanilla. I scored it at 3 inches both directions, and then I scored it on the diagonal to create the pop-up. Now, I've done pop-up cards where this was the inside of the card, but this is actually going to be our full-on tag now. So you take your center pieces, push them together, and then you're going to end up with your square. So then I like to burnish really, really well just to make sure that it's going to stay relatively together. And then when you open it up, you're going to have a little bit more room. So if you're doing a gift that you want a few people to sign the tag, this is perfect for that. Now I've got a piece of our designer series paper for the front. Be sure to pop over to the blog for all of the measurements. And there will also be a link on the printable PDF to this video as well, so you can download it all and have it in one convenient place. So there's the outside. For the inside, I've cut 2 triangles, and you can decide wherever you want to have them placed. I'm going to do them this way, just for something a little bit different, just a little added interest or whatever inside our card. Line it up center-ish. I love this designer series paper. It's a great color for the holidays, but it also works for any other time of the year as well. And then again, center-ish. So that's it. Our card is done. It's decorated. Now, this guy can fit either vertically, horizontally, or on an angle. It totally depends on how you want it to work. If you wanted to, you could punch a hole and just tie a ribbon through, but I found that when I did that, these corner pieces didn't really catch the ribbon, and it didn't really hold well unless I did it higher up. So I'm going to do a belly band for this one. Now, belly bands are really easy. It's just something to wrap around to keep it closed. You want to make sure that you're not doing it too tight because you do want it to be able to open and close freely. And I'm going to be putting our oval over top. So we're just going to close or cut it off, and then we're going to put our tape, just mark my spot roughly with my finger, and add our adhesive. Now, if you prefer to use Stampin' Seal Plus, tear tape, really the adhesive of your choice, you do want to make sure that if you're using liquid glue that you don't put too much on so that it's not going to be able to slide or it's not going to overflow. So you want to make sure that it moves easily and you can get it back on your card fairly easily. All right, so this is the bottom of our card. I do kind of like that, actually. So I think I'm going to put it at a bit of an angle, but I do want to punch a hole for some ribbon. Now, if you can't find a hole punch, you don't have a hole punch, but you do have the deer punch, you can actually use the little eye hole for your hole punch. Oh, come on. There we go. So you want to make sure that you're far enough down so that you're not going to cut off any part of your card. And then, there we go, that's perfect. Just punch. 4 layers of cardstock, easy peasy. Now we're going to get it decorated because I also want to make sure that my ribbon is not going to cover up the hole that I have. Try that again. I don't want to make sure that the piece that I'm putting our sentiment on doesn't cover up where we're going to be threading the ribbon. Okay, so a little bit of adhesive on here. I'm going to pop this guy up on a dimensional, but let's figure out where he's going to go and then figure out which sentiment we're going to use. Happy Holidays doesn't quite fit. Sending Christmas Cheer has been the one that I've used the most on this stamp, or out of the stamp set, because I don't know, it just seems to be the one that I'm gravitating to. Basic Gray was just a little bit out of reach. And again, you can change this up with whatever you have on hand for stamp sets, paper, die cut pieces, anything goes really. All right, now I just had my dimensionals. There they are. And we'll do 2. And with this die cut too, you can flip it either way, so you can have your deer facing either direction. I'm actually going to have this be the back of my deer. And we'll tuck him down on there, grab our card. And then grab our ribbon. I am going to bling it up a little bit. Now, for the ribbon, if you wanted to, you can just loop it. You can tie it in a bow. I like to have a little bit of a tag for attaching onto a gift bag or whatever. I think that'll be long enough. And then we're just going to tie a knot. Super quick, super easy. And if you've been around for a minute and a half, you know that bows are not always my forte. Okay, pull tight. Oops. Pull so tight we frayed the ribbon. It's fine. There we go. We'll just cut it off a bit. There we go. And then there's our card done. So we'll slide off our belly band. You can still open up the card even with the ribbon attached. Close our card up and then stick the belly band back on. Now, did that backwards, but it's fine. There we go. Now we're just going to bling it up a bit, and then we're done. I think I'll use the medium-sized ones. So, and then I think 3 fills this nicely. Actually, you know what? It's festive. We'll add a little bit more bling. I've had some questions lately about how you know where the best spot to put your embellishments are. And really, honestly, for me, it's where the mood strikes. Sometimes I go based on what the paper is that I'm working on. For example, yesterday I did this gift card holder, and where I put the rhinestones is where these little, there's little berry type shapes. So instead of just having the berries, I added the bling on top of that. So yeah, there's a lot of different ways that you can do that. And I will be delving into that a little bit more in detail in an upcoming video. So be sure to hit subscribe down below so you're notified every single time a brand new video comes live. As always, thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate you spending a little bit of your day with me. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Happy creating.